Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to talk to you about EQ matching. So first of all, what is EQ matching? So obviously you've got two tracks, you're listening to two tracks, maybe your track and a track that you like, and you listen to them side by side and you think, you know, my track sounds nowhere near as powerful as their track, that my track has frequencies missing, and you know, you just want it to sound as good as sort of decent tracks out there, or your favourite tracks out there. So I'm going to show you a thing called EQ matching. Now what this will do, this is mainly used for on the master setting, so you're mastering. This will match EQ of your favourite track to try and make your track, the elements of your track sort of come up a bit more. There's two different ways you can do that. So if you've got FL Studio, first of all, I'm going to show you a way which I found out very recently actually, from, I think it was a Showtech video. Anyway, so there is a VST called EQO. So we're just going to turn that on, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn it completely off so it's not actually making no noise. And then I'm going to play Robert Parker track Running Wild, which I'm sure you'll recognise. Playing in the background there, so that's Running Wild by Robert Parker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close down piano roll. Where are we going now? There we go. So I'm going to load up this. Obviously this is not affected because this is turned off. What I've got as well, just to let you know, I've got just an L2 on the master bus, just in case anything peaks. I don't want it like wrecking the audio or anything. So I'm going to load up this. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change it from curve to line. And then what I'm going to play the track, and I'm going to just match the EQ up as I'm playing the track here. Obviously it's not going to change the sound because the EQ's turned off. So I'm going to play the track along and I'm going to match the EQ up. What I probably will do while I'm doing this, I'll probably mute the Robert Parker part of the audio, just in case YouTube flag it for copyright. Okay, so here we go. Okay, that sounds pretty good. So what we've got there is a brief sort of outline of the EQ of the Robert Palmer track. So what I've got now is I've got a quick demo that I've made up. I'm going to play that along, and I'm going to have a look and see what frequencies are actually lacking in the mix, where we're losing out and where we're not as powerful. So what you can see is the snares hitting very hard. There's bits missing here, and you know it's not as strong here, and it's not as strong here. So what I'm going to do is onto the demo track, I'm going to load up an EQ. So I'm going to load up if I fill it, and I'm going to use this as a reference, and I'm going to add the frequencies in to try and boost them up to get it sounding a bit better. Okay, so there we have the sort of an EQ match there. Let's listen back to that with it on and off to see if it's making the track sound any better. So it's definitely making the track sound better. It's definitely bringing out the mids and highs a lot more, and not really affecting the bass much. So again, there's one quick way you can do it. So I'm going to show you another way now. So we'll just turn that off. So this is for people that don't have FL Studio. You can try this way. This is using iZone Equalizer 7. Now, I know you're thinking again, this is quite an expensive piece of kit. It is, but this is one of the best for doing it. I've not come across a free version that sounds good doing this. Now, over at Splice Audio, Splice, there is a special offer at the moment where you can actually pay. You can rent this. Works the same way that Serum works. So you pay $9.99 a month, and I think it's like 25 months. After 25 months, then it's yours. You own it. At any point, you can cancel. You can. You can pause if you don't want to. Say for example, come up to Christmas, you don't have enough money. You can pause it, so you don't you don't pay for a couple of months, and then you can take it back up again and continue to pay. So it's a great way of being able to get expensive equipment, software very cheap. So we'll run through how to EQ match on this. So let's get the robot panel track back up again. All we'll do is we'll hit this button here, matching. So now we've got two different sections. We've got the reference audio and the target audio. The reference audio is the audio that we want to use as a reference, and the target is what is our track. So what I'm going to do is you hit play and you capture this. So I'm going to play it, capture it. I'll probably mute the audio, the Robot Parker audio, so that YouTube don't ban the video. Okay, so now what we do now is we play our track, and we grab some of the target audio for that. So once we've done that, we hit the little on button, and we are presented with an EQ curve. Now this is these things here affect this. So we've got smooth, so we can have it really like all over the place, and then obviously we can smooth it out. So generally around 50% in the middle. If you're getting any wayward frequencies or anything like that, you can maybe turn it up a bit, or if you want it a bit sharper, you can turn it down a bit. Then obviously the amount is the amount that we're actually using. So obviously 100% is going to sound horrible, and then down here is just completely flat. So we'll play it, and we'll slowly bring in the amount to try and make it sound better. Okay, so there we have the EQ match. So what we'll do now is we'll A/B it again. Obviously, A/B-ing your mixes all the time is definitely the way to go. So let's A/B it. So what we're listening out for when we're EBing this is if it's louder. Obviously, when we're adding EQ in, it's going to be louder. So therefore, your ears will be under the perception that it's better because it's louder. That's not the case. So you need to be very clever when you're listening to stuff back like this. So let's listen to the bass first of all. If you just listen to the bass, listen to the kick, and try to pick the kick and the bass out of the mix. Is that changing? So let's see if that's changing. Okay, so that's not changing. I can't hear that changing. So now we move on to the mids and the high end. Is it changing? Is it changing for the better? Well, let's listen to the mids and the high end. So you're listening for the synths and the guitars. So I definitely think there that the synths and the guitar sound better. They sound a lot clearer and cleaner in the mix. So it's definitely improved the mix, and it's also made the mix a little bit louder. So that's it, guys. That's a great way to try to get your tracks sounding more like your favourite tracks out there. With not a lot of knowledge, you don't really need a lot of knowledge, because what we're doing here, we're not listening. We're using our eyes more than anything else. Especially with this, we're using our eyes to match the EQ up, and then again, same with the ozone. We're using our eyes to match the EQ up, and the ozone and the EQ are doing all the work for us. So that's about it, guys, for this video. It's a great way to obviously try to get your tracks sounding a little bit more how you want them. So that's about it. Thanks for watching.